stupidity. You can take them with you.
I appreciate it.
So you can learn, and you won't be so closed-minded.
Well, I have studied.
You did not do research, or you would not have told me.
I understand now. Right in last Sunday's grit, last Sunday's.
They don't publish a grit no more.
Last Sunday's Williamsport Sunday, there was.
Which is a right-wing Republican.
And they're bigoted.
Yeah, but there was a story in there, a whole story, on how atheists celebrate Christmas. It was a whole article. If you look on Sundays on the website, Sunday's edition, you'll see that.
But you know why? I know a lot of atheists. You know why a lot of atheists celebrate Christmas? To make fun of the Christians for believing in some myth. All religions are myths, including Christianity, Satanism, and no, all of them are myths. We create the gods. We empower them to explain the things that go on around us that we don't understand.
And all religion is a belief system.
All myths.
All religion is a belief system.
As far as you can call Bob at Animal Specialties, you can't have this paper because I have private notes on it.
Yeah.
And he will tell you how we are in there frequently.
I know Bob.
Right, he will tell you we're in there. I've already called him, and he said you can feel free to check with him.
Yep, man.
Okay, down here at the Family Dollar Store where we get our cat food and our litter.
Well,
there's a lady named Kathy down there.
It's evident they're being fed.
Jack, do you want to take him up to the kitchen real quick?
He's going to go, and he's going up to the older room. And now, there's something I wanted to say to you. Do you remember back in the 80s when the FBI for 10 years investigated
That's all I know, baby.
Satanic rituals sacrifice?
Yeah.
Did you know the conclusion of the FBI's investigation?
I don't.
There was no evidence of any satanic ritual sacrifice. As well as when people were supposedly having satanic ritual abuse as children, it was also concluded that they were imposed by the therapist.
Now this could be maybe an
I have yet to see proof of any animal sacrifice around here.
This may be an overall conclusion of an FBI study, but
they had no evidence.
There are some people. I mean, there has been animal sacrifice, and there has been human.
You're challenging the FBI, but the FBI stated there was no
ever, and never, ever, ever.
They stated in their investigation there was no.
Maybe overall.
Satanic ritual sacrifice. Every religion has sacrifice in its history. Every, including Christianity.
I hear that.
Okay, now, a friend of mine in Maryland said if you want his phone number, you can call him because he's back and forth between here and Maryland frequently.
We've had several phone calls from different people.
And that's about the end of it.
That have verified what you've been telling me to do.
Yep.
Okay, now, I want you to see. You see how the kitten has the toys scattered all over? Does that look like he's abused and afraid to come out anywhere?
I see no problem here with abuse.
Okay, now, come with me. Come on, Mr.
Other than the fact, I don't like even to see animals caged.
Well, I don't like to cage them, but I'd rather they be in there for the night safe than that snake
got me in a bad
kill them and the snake get loose.
Well, I don't believe in keeping any animals.
Okay, I'll let the snake crawl loose when the lady downstairs calls you screaming.
No, I mean, I wouldn't even have it, but that's up to you.
Which is another thing. My decor. What does my decor have? You asked me, did I have a satanic decor? What does that have with the care of animals?
I don't see anything here with the problem with that.
And you asked me why I have tarantulas, and that's my office. No, you have not going to get entrance.
There's no pets in that room.
Even the animals aren't permitted in there.
Nope.
But what does what I like as animals have to do with how I care for them? You asked me why I had snake and tarantula. What does that have to do with how I care for animals?
It's just a question, that's all.
That's not an investive technique.
I would ask anybody that.
It's not an well then, what pets do you have and why do you have them?
I have a little dog.
Why do you have him?
Because he's my companion and my company.
Okay.
Bingo.
Same thing for all of our pets.
2 cats. Yeah, but what companionship can you get from a tarantula animal?
They provide love.
I got video of me playing with them and them crawling on me and petting them.
They
I got
provide
video
love too,
of
just
me
as much as
playing
any
with
other
the
animal
snake.
does. Any living creature provides love and care.
Now, they have separate food and water dishes each. However, they both eat from and drink from wherever they want.
Chuck, show them the cat food. Oh,
Okay.
cat box, litter box
There's
over
their
here.
litter box.
Right
Yeah,
there.
I see that.
Okay, see these two ice cream buckets? I can't bend to get them, but you're more than welcome to open them.
I see that.
They are totally full every time.
I see
Yep.
that.
Now, we're going to go up and I want you to find me some blood. Okay? You go to first the top of the steps because I have to call.
Alright, hold on a minute.
Do not open, nobody goes in there until I'm there because it's a religious area now. So even he's not going in there. The law says he can't go in there unless I take him since it's a religious altar. Spasm, hold on. Now do you see why I wanted this over with and stop playing these games?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh. Now, my cane is downstairs, so I have to hold on to stuff as I walk. Okay, for this side, there was a leak. They just got done fixing the roof.
That's why there's a mess on that
That's a
side.
disaster until we see it's not leaking. Nick, kindly turn that light on.
Jimmy could be after that.
That's blocked off.
No, that's all soot from where they were up on the
Jack,
roof.
what
And
happened,
they had
Dan?
to go, you know how they go around the chimney? That's soot that came down from they were going around the chimney. Now, oh, make sure you film it.
Mm-hmm.
Because YouTube's waiting for this. Over here, make sure you get his face.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Jack, I need to get that door
okay,
closed.
you can now step on this green, blue carpet because that's a religious area. Sacrament. Now, I have not been able to even have a ritual. Do you see any evidence of any violence? These are my athames.
They're not used as weapons.
Do you see any traces of any kinds of blood?
Well, what do you use them for?
It is a religious icon, period.
They're not weapons.
Okay.
Is it the same as the Christian might have a cross?
They're the same as the Christian would have their little wafer and wine.
Mm-hmm.
It has a religious significance, period.
Mm-hmm.
Dull ceremonial sword. Now tell me where you see anything of violence anywhere.
I don't see any violence here, but I mean it's.
Do you see any evidence of any sacrifice?
It's a little confusing. What is there a specific ritual that you go through that?
It depends on what time of the year.
We don't.
This is my private worship area.
Oh, okay. Now, what's the photograph of?
That's Baphomet.
And who is that?
He is an ancient Sumerian god.
Same thing you have right there.
So he's basically one of your saints, per se.
No, we do not insult our deities by calling them saints because nobody's perfect. Every being, whether we create it or not, has good or bad. You're concerned over here. Keep your attention here, okay? Because this is about the sacrifice that I was supposed to be doing.
Well, those are allegations. That's
And
all.
there's your evidence why the allegations were made.
And you've cleared some of that up.
What is not cleared up? You said some.
Well, the only thing I could see from my whole visit here would be state law requires that every cat, a house cat, has a rabies shot. That's a state law. Any cat for 4 months or over that is a house cat, which both
Okay,
you
that
say.
I was not aware of because
We weren't aware of that.
I was not aware of, but I'll get them to a vet and they'll get their shot.
But that's just a minor detail here as far as the allegations.
I gotta sit down.
As far as allegations of physical abuse, I see none.
You see no physical abuse.
Right.
You see they're well fed and tended for.
As far as animalistic practices, as far as